Welcome in, everyone. It is Thursday. It is Thursday, July 7th, 2026. We are here currently on planet Earth, and I want to give you guys a story today that hopefully you can relate to. And it's a reminder that when we allow circumstances, situations, things outside of our control, outside of our inner world to control the way we feel in our inner world, it will literally and can literally derail you, take you out of your current peace and your current presence. And I can see how people spiral out and they eat foods that aren't good for them. They think thoughts that aren't good for them. They treat people in a way that is not in alignment with their highest assignment. And I can see how this happens because I had a situation today where at the gym, I found myself actually, for the first time in a while, feeling myself get derailed a little bit, right? It's about noticing and catching it when the ego flares up and these things happen. I don't know about you guys, but have you ever seen somebody and you go to say hello to them, like you tap them, you see them, they apparently see you and you're like, hello, and they ignore you, or they kind of blow you off? Okay, that can feel so real. And that is what happened today. I saw somebody from college and I walked up to her and I was like, hey, like, it's been forever since I've seen you. Like, how are you doing? And she looked at me like, and she was a college athlete as well, so we've seen each other on the field and whatnot. And she looked at me like, who are you? And I was like, I'm Shannon, and we ended up like talking for a quick second. This person clammed up like in the way that was like, you get away from me. And I just was like, have a great day. And I walked off. And in that moment of what felt to be like rejection or somebody ignoring me or dismissal, I decided in that moment to channel in and keep my portal open. Keep my portal open, meaning like don't clam off, don't shut off, because oftentimes when we're in situations where somebody doesn't acknowledge us or we feel like we've been rejected or neglected, it's easy to clam up. And I encourage you guys today to keep that portal open. No matter what somebody says to you, keep that portal open. No matter what somebody does to you, they cut you off in traffic, keep that portal open. No matter what, if they haven't replied to that text message, keep that portal open. If they have replied to that text message, keep that portal open. If you go to say hello to somebody literally and you're like, hello, and they look at you and they flip you off and they say, fuck off, excuse my language, follow the simple instructions and F off. But the mind and the ego wants to say, well, how dare them, and who are they to treat me this way, and what did I do to them, and I want to get them, and I want to show them. Do you see how insane that is? This person basically told me today, from my interpretation with total awareness, is F off. F off. For whatever reason, the body language clammed up, like it wasn't open, it wasn't expansive. I can feel energies. What did I do? I followed the simple instructions and I F'd off. Now, the mind will want you to say, F you, I'm F you. They say F off, and the mind wants to go, oh, F you. But I kept the portal open and I had such an amazing workout and I had such an amazing opportunity to connect to other people that were there. But how often does something happen in our realm, in our field, in our plane of awareness that literally can allow us to spiral out mentally, knock us off our pivot foot where we just clam up, close off, and then what? And then from that place, we are literally not able to give and live in our full expression. We can no longer hear the birds. We can no longer see the pet walking by. We can no longer acknowledge the human essence in another person when we're closed off like that. And so it's about noticing when you're closed off, noticing when you're clammed up, and open up, expand, get curious, and send them compassion. When this happened, this interaction happened today, I literally was like, wow, okay, I'm sending them love. I'm sending them love. I don't know what they're going through. And quite frankly, everybody is fighting a battle that we know nothing about. Well, if that is true, and if we know that everybody's fighting a battle that we know nothing about, How can we get curious? How can we show them grace? How can we show them space? How can we get curious with ourselves and ask ourselves what's going on when these things happen in our field? Because it's not about denial, delusion, or avoidance. These things will happen. If you're living life on here on Earth School, you will notice that things are happening. Challenges do come. But every challenge, every situation, every person is here to teach you. It is if you are willing to look at the situation for what it is and ask yourself, okay, how can I learn from this today? How can I learn from this in this moment? I will be honest with you guys, when this happened to me today, when this experience was in my field today, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to go to the car, pack up. I wasn't feeling the workout anyways and just call it a day. I had felt rejected in that split second. I ended up I set a personal record today on sprints and on the treadmill when running. I thought I set one yesterday, but today was a whole nother day because I channeled in, what am I here to do? And so often we forget as mamas, we forget as leaders of our community, we forget as fathers, we forget as the people that are that we're responsible and leading in through life. We forget what the heck our duty is. What are you here to do? What are we doing? And let's stay on track. Let's stay focused. Stay on track. But if you allow these emotions to literally pull you and yank you and abuse you and rip you out of the present moment, out of the beauty of everything that is, including the perceived problem, including the perceived annoyance, including the perceived asshole, well, then you're out of the present moment and you're not able to give to anybody. Try it for yourself. When you're pissed off in your head or thinking, woe is me, instead of wow is me, are you saying hi to the person walking by and actually analyzing them for who they are and what they are? I was on the treadmill and I decided to kick it into another gear and get this thing done today. And I saw a guy walking by and he was freaking limping, like with his hand on his back. And if I was in my head like, woe is me, there's no way that I would have seen this guy that was clearly in pain because of his body language and the look on his face. I got off the treadmill and I said, sir, are you okay? He said no. I was able to help him. I was able to help him. The essence in me saw the essence in him, and whatever happened there was a connection that was very beautiful. But if I had been pulled out of the present moment from that first interaction when felt like I was ignored at the beginning of the workout when I said hi to her and she perceived to be ignoring me, then I wouldn't have been able to actually give to other people. I wouldn't have actually been able to serve people. And my mission here is to serve. My mission here on earth is to serve others. My mission here is to be a freaking light. My mission here is to be a light. It's going to be all right because guess what? The world's already going through so much right now. And we make it 1,000 times worse in our head. The world's already hurting right now. Are you going to be a part of the hurt? Or are you going to be part of the solution? Turn woe is me into wow is me. Try that on for size. Woe is me into wow is me. And live from that place. Embody that grace. Move into that space of wow is me. Step into your fullness. Stay on track. Laser in. Distractions are all around us. Distractions are all around us. Focus, focus, focus. What are you here to do? Who are you here to serve? I'll be damned if I got myself into the gym, and then I walk out of the gym. I already got myself there. You know how much effort it takes to get there? You know how much effort it took to get you all where you are here today? God woke you up today on purpose with a purpose, here and now. It's no small thing that you're here right now. It's no small thing that you woke up today. But if we're in our mind, we don't even notice that. We're stressed out, we're stressed, we're depressed, we're all these things that we just call labels on. And I get it, if you're clinically depressed, but a lot of times with these disorders and what people call, what they label, it's perpetuating the insanity, and now people are clinging to things that might not even be them. Think about the word ADD, attention deficit disorder. Do you see how it's deficit disorder? In the naming and the logic and the labeling of it, already people feel like they're at a disadvantage. Oh my gosh, I have a deficiency, disorder. No, you're a superhuman creative superpower. That's what I call ADD. You're a creative overflow of magnificence. I've got body dysmorphia. Even that, body dysmorphia. I mean, maybe we need to start talking kind to ourselves, giving ourselves grace and space, and asking ourselves, what decisions can I make in a new direction? New decision, new direction, new direction, new destiny. But as long as we keep holding on to these bullshit labels, excuse my language, the more we fight for these labels, the more we get to keep them. Congratulations. Congratulations. The longer you want to say, I'm depressed, I'm depressed, I'm depressed. Well, now you're making everybody else around you depressed. You're not even, come on. I get it though. I get it. This is not about condemnation. I've been there too. This is why I'm here to awaken you, to help you awaken yourself. You can do this. It's in your head. It's in your head. No thought, no problem. People are just lost in thought, thinking that that's them. Mamas, you are not your thoughts. Test it for yourself. When you go to sleep at night, all the craziness and the woes of the world melt away. All of a sudden you wake up, this flesh, this skin, you wake up and your problems feel so damn real, but they weren't there when you were sleeping, so where the heck did they go? Welcome in, Sam. Where did they go? They're in your head. When that girl ignored me today, while I was in her face like saying hello, and she literally ignored me and clammed up, I could have allowed that to take me out of my flow, of my movement, of the gift that God had given me in that moment to be there, to be a light for others. I kept pressing forward, and you can too. I get it. Life can be heavy. Life can feel overwhelming. Life can feel stressful. But guess what? We must analyze, where is it coming from? Is it coming from the situation itself or our thoughts about the situation? Test it for yourself. Things are not good as bad. It's thinking that makes it so. I believe Epictetus said that. Reality is as it is. And guess what? If God's put it on your plate, surely you can handle it, because if you couldn't handle it, it wouldn't be there in front of you. How do you know you can handle it? It's there. How do you know what your work is to do for the day? It's sitting right in front of you. So oftentimes I ask myself, what the heck am I supposed to do today? I look over at the dishes. Okay, that is what I'm supposed to do today. They're right there. What am I supposed to do today? I got my 7-month-old son who's sick. Okay, that's what I'm supposed to do today. Take care of him. But we complicate it. Keep it simple. It's simple, not easy, but keep it simple. Keep it simple. You got this. You're doing an amazing job. Pat yourself on the back. It's so easy to get down on ourselves. Encourage yourself. You can do this. You are doing this. Speak your need. Give. Get into service of other people. As mamas, we're here in service to our kids, our families, our husbands, our partners, the world at large. That's no small responsibility. But we got to take care of ourselves, and we get to take care of ourselves. What does that look like for you? Plan it, schedule it, commit to it. What fills your cup? Is it creative expression? For me, My husband asked me, he's like, what art are you doing? Like, because there's a book I'm reading, it's called The Brain on Art, and it talks about the power of creativity for our brains. Like, creative expression is like amazing, because it's creative expression is inspiration, and inspiration comes from God, and he's given us strengths and abilities. But so often in our motherhood journeys or our responsibilities of life, we forget what that creative expression even looks like. We forget what that creative expression even feels like. We forget what that creative expression does for other people when it's enjoyed. Tap into that. My husband asked me, what art are you working on right now? What art are you working on right now? And I said, that's a great question. I didn't have the answer at the moment because I hadn't been working on any art. But you know what? One thing I'm working on? The art of my voice. Coming on here to speak what's on my heart. This is an art, though. It's a form of art, voice expression. You guys happen to be on here. Thanks for being here, listening to me ramble. To me, this stuff is profound because it's world changing. Whose world? Our world, the inner world, which is the only world that we live through. Test it for yourself. The outer world is a reflection of your inner world. Period. Unconscious thought patterns, childhood traumas and dramas, unanalyzed thoughts, conditioning from our ancestors, keeps us in a loop of thinking that if we don't analyze and get to the bottom of to see where the heck did this come from, we just keep living it out. And I believe in Jesus Christ, and if you're religious and you're spiritual, that's amazing as well. We can turn to his word on what he says about things. And I'm talking from a practical level when you're in the thick of it, looking at your thoughts. What are you thinking about the situation that you're in? It's not the situation, it's the things you're thinking of. When I was ignored today and rejected, when I went to go say hello with my positive energy, I wanted to clam up, shut off, close off. I decided in that moment I wasn't going to. And quite frankly, I gave it little thought. Because everybody's fighting a battle I know nothing about, and maybe they didn't even hear me. I think they heard me, but is it true they actually heard me? I don't know. But how often is it the ego wants to say, oh, they heard me, they ignored me, me. You close off, and now you're not helping anybody else. Now you're spiraling out, and it's easy to do, but catch yourself. Take a second. You guys don't have to spiral out of control for days. I don't know about you, but I used to spiral out of control for days. Like, I would be in a negative funk for literally days. And that's how far this crap can take you if you allow it. It will literally spiral you out. So we must analyze when we're starting to get into a negative mood. I get it. Not every day you wake up in a great mood. Sometimes hormones, lack of sleep plays a part in that. If that's what it is, hormones, lack of sleep, maybe you're hungry, maybe you're physically drained. Okay, acknowledge that. That is one thing, right? But then there's other things. And the other things I'm talking about are our thoughts about things that are not even true, feeling rejected from our parents, like our parents didn't love us, like nobody loves us, I don't have the help, I don't have the support, woe is me, na. That's the ego. That is not an actual situation other than the thoughts that you're thinking. Replace the thought, with a new reality, embody that new reality, experience a new reality. Test it for yourself. The next time you think a crappy thought about somebody, cancel it out and put a thought of love in the place. Cancel it out. That person ignored me today, apparently. Okay, I don't know what's going on. My instinct is to say F you, when basically they were saying F you. Again, I will repeat, if somebody says F off, follow the simple instructions and F off. Follow the simple instructions and F off. But the ego wants to say, no, I want to get them back, and how dare they? They're telling you to F off. Acceptance of that. F off. Somebody cuts you off and says F off, F off. Follow the simple instructions. But we want to go crazy with it, and we want to attack because the ego loves separation, and so we want to attack that person in our head, Attack them with our thoughts, attack actually others. Because when you're closed off, your portal is now closed, and now you're not able to actually serve and give to others. So just notice. That's what this is about, mamas. This is just about noticing. When somebody doesn't reply to you, or if somebody ignores your text message or your call, great. And I don't mean that as a sarcastic great. I mean, ask yourself the question, would I want them replying to me if they didn't want to reply anyway? The answer is no. I wouldn't want them replying if they didn't want to reply. And quite frankly, if I was thinking and believing what they were thinking and believing, who knows? I would probably do the same thing. Send them grace, send them love. As we talked about, Sam, send them that red balloon with a heart. Let it go. Give them love, send them love. Get curious. Ask them how you can help. Ask them how you can help. But it's so easy to take that personally. Taking it personally. They didn't reply. They haven't, like all this craziness. Like there's so much beauty in the day. It's like, what are we going to do with it? How are we going to live it? How are we going to give it? How are we going to communicate? And how are we going to take care of ourselves so that we can take care of others? Drinking half of our body weight in ounces of water. Eating foods that fuel us. Getting adequate sleep when we can. Taking the first hour of the day to charge ourselves. Or maybe it's 5 minutes. We talked about that yesterday. Maybe it's 5 minutes of scripture, prayer, reading. How's that going, Sam, by the way? How do you feel today? I'm thinking of you, Sam. Yesterday we talked about filling our cups and maybe getting to bed earlier if we need to get to bed earlier, or maybe waking up earlier if we need to wake up earlier to fill our cups for the first 5 minutes, 10 minutes, hour of the day. I do plan on traveling for the rest of this week. I'll be in Oregon visiting family on Friday and Saturday. So I still plan to do Let's Address the Stress on Friday. I don't know what time that will be because of the travel and whatnot going on, but I will work on getting on here to just talk to you guys about a few things. And, my one takeaway for you guys today is asking yourself when something happens, is this closing my portal or opening it? Is my reaction or response to this closing me off or keeping me open? How will you know? Closed off feelings hurt. They actually viscerally, somatically make you close off. Your posture might get slumped. You might go like into a clam position. You might close off. You might feel like you can feel it from a vibration. You guys, come on. You guys, yeah. When I say come on, I mean, when you feel like you're in a high vibration and high frequency, when you feel like a low vibration and a low frequency. We'll start to notice the patterns of what causes you to get into a negative vibration or frequency. Is it lack of sleep? Okay. Is it just that you just broke up with somebody and now all of a sudden you don't believe that you're going to ever be worthy again, or you miss this person, or no person can ever complete you. Jesus Christ can. I believe in Christ. He can complete me. But as far as another person completing me, that is absolute freaking insanity. Nobody ever can and nobody ever will. And so we have these unrealistic standards of people, and we're not looking at ourselves as the answers to the problems in our lives. The ego wants to point it on other people. It's so much easier to put the blame, to pass the blame. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. You want the solution to all your problems? Look in the mirror. You want the problem to all your problems? Look in the mirror. It's you. There is no enemy out there. The enemy is you. Your limiting thoughts, the things that come up that aren't analyzed. And so it's about noticing it. It's about taking inventory and noticing the patterns and the things that make you also feel good into a high frequency and a high vibration. That's a recipe as well. It's an energy equation. When do you feel your best? Note those things. Do those things more. When do you not feel so great? Note those things. And give yourself grace. Give yourself space. And talk to yourself as you would your best friend. If it's not something that you would tell your best friend, don't tell it to yourself. Ask God for strength. Ask Him for clarity. Stick into the scriptures and to whatever belief you have. Tap into that. There's power in that. And realize that it's all going to be okay, day by day, and no small thing You woke up today, you brushed your teeth, okay, that's amazing. You fed yourself, okay, that's amazing. You walked yourself, okay, that's amazing. Maybe you ran yourself, okay, that's amazing. You took care of your kids and they're somehow alive, okay, that's amazing. But we undermine these things. It's about bringing magic to the mundane and realizing what a gift this day, here and now is. This moment, here and now. The future hasn't come, the past is done. Here and now is what we have. Drop a heart if this resonated today. Good. Good. Is anybody going through a stress right now that they want to address? On this community and in this channel, I come on here to open up a community of non-judgment, clarity, peace, and connection. Feel free to unmute yourself if there's something that you're going through that you want to share.
Hello, everyone. I guess my stress right now would be not having a car at the moment and just staying inside all day. I mean, of course I go outside, but I haven't been able to do the things that I want to do as a stay-at-home mom, so it just gets lonely here, and I think that's my stress right now. I haven't had a car for 3 months because our other car broke down, and yeah.
Okay.
So it's very stressful staying here alone and not having a community like family or anything. So
okay.
Yeah.
Are you safe right now, Rose?
Yeah, yes,
okay.
I'm safe.
Okay. Okay. And are you in a remote place or are you in a city?
Yes, I'm in a city. It's just this neighborhood, it's just not great at all, to walk.
Okay.
Down the street, so I could really only go in the yard that we have, so.
Okay. So
I just can't wait for the car to get fixed, which is going to be another 4 months maybe. With everything, financial things like that.
Okay, and so you have a car, but it's in the shop. Is that to my understanding?
Yeah, there's just a lot of problems with it. So the main car, my partner's using it for work, and he's gone all day long, 10-hour shifts. So, yeah, it's just
okay.
All that.
Rose, can you get a scooter?
A scooter.
Those scooters that you can take around the city. Is there another mode of transportation that you can use to get out of your house? Or a bike?
Yeah, I guess I don't know, maybe Uber, but my baby's small, so she's 13 months. I don't know how I would.
Okay. I'm just thinking out loud. Thanks for sharing this. What do you enjoy doing? If you were to get in a vehicle and go somewhere, what fills your cup? Where would you go? Where's the first place you would go if you had a car?
Different parks, visiting different parks with the baby and walking, getting my exercise in, things like that. A little coffee pickup and
okay.
Different libraries, just different little things to get out the house.
Okay. And so your car is in the shop right now, it's getting worked on. What does it need?
Everything. So the main car, that one's newer, so he's taking it to work right now, like I said. But the other car, it needs pretty much everything. We bought all the parts for it. They're just sitting there. It's just a matter of when it's gonna get fixed.
Okay. Is there a way that you could take your husband to work in the vehicle and use the vehicle during the day while he's working 10 hours and then pick him up?
Yes, it's just his job is 40 minutes away, so 40 minutes dropping him off, 40 minutes back, and then at night 40 minutes again going, and then 40 minutes back, and then getting the baby at night when it's her bedtime over there.
Okay. But what would that do for you, Rose, if you were to take 2 days a week to take him and drop him off. Like when you can use that car for 10 days, maybe you catch a park that's near his work.
Yeah, that's true.
Like literally 2 days a week or 3 days a week, you use that time to drop him off for connection with him. You do what you have to do, because 10 hours with a vehicle 3 days a week or 2 days a week, gosh, that could be life-changing for you.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, and you might have to wake the 13-month-old. That's amazing, congratulations. You might have to wake them up to come, you know, is this the dad of the baby?
Yes.
Okay, so how exciting to like wake them up for a little bit and, you know, to get dad, and then, you know, you have that car for 10 hours. That's a lot of time that you could be utilizing, because think about it like this, you know, you're thinking, oh, that might be too long to pick them up and drop them off, but what if 2 days a week you did that and it was game changer for you? And think about all the hours you would gain, which is like 2 days a week, that's 20 hours. You could be driving around doing things in the parks and in the libraries that you want to do. To me, that seems like an ROI. Do you know what ROI stands for?
No.
Return on investment of time. ROI means return on investment. So you invest 40 minutes each way to pick them up and take them to drop him off and take him back. But guess what you have? The ROI. Now you've got a car for 10 hours twice a week or 3 times a week. Or heck, you might actually enjoy it so much you do it every day. Was he open to that? Have you thought about that? Like, if you talk to him about that?
Yeah, he's open. I guess I was the one who was like thinking of all of the negatives about it, like the mileage, the gas money. I think I was the one doing that, but I mean, I think it's going to improve my mental health, and I think there's more pros to it than cons, since like how you're putting it.
Mm-hmm. ROI, write down return on investment, ROI. Google it, Rose. Think about this with everything you do in life. You know, the things you eat, what's the return on the investment of what you're eating? The things that you invest in, the relationships that you invest in, the friendships that you invest in. What is the return on investment that you're making in that thing? Oftentimes what you'll find is it's either worth it or it's not. But if we don't analyze it, then we won't know. And if we won't know, then we don't grow.
Yeah, I love that. I'll probably try for sure tomorrow or the day after. I'll talk to him about it tonight. Thank you.
There you go. Absolutely, Rose. Absolutely, Rose, you got this. You know, there's always a solution. So often in life, it's easy to like clam up and say, okay, this is it. This is as it is. Okay, it is as it is, and ... I want you to write the word and ... What are 5 solutions? I just gave you one solution to help you clear some space for your mind, and you're such a present, beautiful mom. I can hear it in your voice and wanting to take your little to the library and the parks. That's so beautiful. All right, write down option A, B, C, and D. I just gave you option A, but guess what? I guarantee you there's an option B, there's an option C, there's an option D, and there's an option E. You could even start a GoFundMe to get your car fixed. I'll help pitch into that. How much is it?
Since we got all the parts already, we just need to pay for labor, and that's okay, Shannon. We can do that. It's just a matter of when the guy is gonna come and work on the car.
Okay, call him up. And you know what? If you're in a city, guess what? There's 100 other people that can come help you fix that car.
Yeah, that's very true.
Okay, so now we're at that's option B. Option B is putting a job post up to get this thing fixed. Nextdoor is a great app. You can Google it, Craigslist it, vet them, make sure it's safe. So now we're at option A, B, C. You gave me C. You can take an Uber once a week. Okay. Option D, my GoFundMe to get, or if it's a financial situation, or like I said, I'm happy to help too. Okay. Now, or you can partner with a friend that has a car. If I lived in your city, I would come and pick you up and we could do something together. Right? And there's meetups, and you can connect with other moms that have cars, and maybe a day a week you go with another mom that has a car who would gladly grab you. Do you see how we're at option A, B, C, D, E? I'm already at option F, Rose.
Yeah.
But when we're stuck in our head, I get it. It feels impossible because you can't see clearly because you're like, oh crap, you're in the mud and you're looking down at the mud, but you're not seeing the whole forest. There's so much options. Get clear. Ask God for guidance too. This is a blessing. Every challenge is guiding you to a new solution. And once you become a master at finding solutions, you'll start to find solutions all over the place, Rose. And this is for everybody here. Get clear and write down the options and attack it. You got this. I'm excited. Message me. Let me know how that goes, Rose. That's so cool. Keep me posted.
Thank you for listening and hosting this pod. Thank you.
Absolutely. Grateful for you all. We're all in this together. We're all one. So when you teach me, Rose, your example and your scenario teaches all of us, because I've been through the same thing, or if not, I'm about to go through something similar. So we're all connected. Thanks for sharing. Does anybody else have anything that they'd like to, any other stress that they would like to address today? Okay. Well, I'm grateful for you all. Thank you all for showing up, for your proactive, productive, peaceful solutions to life. You know, life be lifing. Life will throw us challenges. It's about welcoming the challenges, becoming friends with the challenges, and from a place of clarity, saying, how can I solve and how can I move through these challenges? Starting with the clarity of our thoughts, because no solution ever is solved from the same consciousness that created the problem. What do I mean by that? No solution to a problem has ever been solved from the same consciousness that created the problem. That means if we stay in the same stinking thinking that keeps us stuck in the perceived problem, then we don't get out of the problem. It actually either exacerbates it or we stay the same. You're either growing or dying. There is no stagnation. The decision that you get to make today is, and today being a new day, is how am I going to not only go through this, how am I going to grow through this? That is the $1 million question. And when you ask yourself a different question, you get a different answer. And when you live out a different answer, you get a different experience reality for yourself, your future, and your family. And so as we close out this session today, I encourage us to do as we always do, as you are, where you are. Maybe you're sitting, maybe you're standing, maybe you're walking, maybe you're driving, maybe you're laying down right now. Allow your body to be as it is, where it is, here in this moment, and settle in to what I invite you to do, which is to take a deep breath together. Now, there's 2 ways to breathe. You can take a deep breath through your chest. You feel your chest rise and your chest go down. I am inviting us to what I call a belly breath. A belly breath is a breath from your diaphragm, which is right around your belly area. And as you breathe in, you feel like a balloon filling up with the in-breath. And the balloon goes down with the out-breath. In-breath outside. And so wherever you are right now, I'm thanking the chair for holding me. How often, though, do we forget to thank the chair that holds us? Man, what a gift to be able to be the floor that's holding you. I thank the floor that holds me, the treadmill that holds me. I thank the treadmill that holds me, the ground, the bed, the floor, the sidewalk, wherever it is right now. Just allow yourself to be as you are. There's nothing to fix. There's nothing to find. This is a simple return, a simple remembering of what's happening thousands of times a day, which is our breath, bringing awareness to that breath for connection, for peace, for presence, for clarity. And together, I invite you, wherever you are, as you are, to take a deep breath in. Feel that balloon. And the balloon goes down. Another deep breath in. Breathe out. And just like that, you can take a deep breath, return to your breath, return to this present moment, here and now. I thank you all for showing up today to Let's Address the Stress. I look forward to talking to you guys tomorrow. Until next time, take care. Be well. Bye for now.